Well, while I'm trying to fix this here, see if... Definitely wasn't anticipating that sound glitch here. Let's see if we can get that to subside. What I did was I actually killed the audio feed that is going directly into my capture card. You know, it's funny. I haven't had any problems. Well, let me take that back. Right now, what I'm using is the what do you call it? The Elgato Pro capture software. When I first got that, yeah, I was having some audio issues with it, and that problem seemed to have actually gone away. But it seems like it's wanting to creep back up again, so I may end up having to switch back to my old capture card. Hopefully, this will take care of it. I'm going to try to turn up my TV audio and the voice. Okay, so I know what that probably is then. Hold on a second. I thought I had already told my software to not use the audio from my camera. Hold on, let me try this. Another route here. Testing, test, 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. I don't seem to be getting any more of the robotic sound, but I still have that audio skipping. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. The audio may be kind of different this time around, but I'm going to kill off my Pro Audio. All right, testing again. I'm going to turn the volume up on my TV. So we're going to have a little bit of a lag, I think, on the audio as far as gameplay-wise goes. But I'm waiting to see on the stream if that even shows up here for you. Go figure. The one time that I decide not to do another test, that it starts to have some issues again. But I'll tell you what, while that is coming through, welcome to Popular Pixel. I'm going to have to take these headphones off because otherwise I'm going to be getting an echo that's coming back and forth. But anyways, one of the things I really wanted to kind of talk about today, because when I woke up this morning, I had several different feeds that were coming through, several comments and things that it's talking about, the Polymega, drop. Again, people complaining that the February release never happened, which, by the way, is a lie. It did happen. It wasn't many. Who knows how many consoles were released? Best guesses, from what I've seen, have been maybe 20 or so. But one of the big things right now is I already had someone make a comment. Okay, well, we're here now in May and the consoles haven't been released yet. Come on, man. Really? Give it some time. Now, the good news is that Eric, as you guys probably already know, he was on the chat a couple of weeks back. And they said they have 5,000 units that are essentially ready to be shipped, just depending on when the stuff going on in Miramar, if I'm even saying that right. I'm pretty sure I always say that country wrong. But whenever they're finally able to get these out of their customs and start shipping over to us, I sure hope that it's coming very soon as far as that goes. But we're coming up to a crossroads, essentially, where the Polymega or Playmaji, they're going to be having a hard time getting hold of chips just like all the other companies. Even with these 5,000 that might be coming out, it's going to be a long road ahead before they're able to get more consoles kind of rolling off the assembly line, I guess you could say. Let me see here. Trying to pull it up. I've been doing a little bit of digging. We've got this chip shortage. We've got the metal shortage that's going on, which is causing a big problem for the tech industry. Anywhere from home appliances to computers to Sony with their PS5 consoles having a hard time getting the chips that they need in order to build more to get them pressed out the door. And we're looking at these big tech companies, even the car industry, as it's saying here, the automobile industry is having a hard time. Smartphones, appliances, this is causing a major issue around the world, of course, originally stemming back to the whole COVID thing. It's going to take time. And there's going to be even more hiccups. There's going to be more bumps going on down the road for Playmaji as they are going to be trying to get these consoles out. I pray that that they are able to get these 5,000 units starting to roll out this month. I hope there's no more issues and hiccups there for that. But coming into the future, as they're needing to build more and more of these things, there is going to be a problem. That's my main thing that I want to say. But don't be alarmed by it. It is what it is. Even Sony, they're having the same trouble. So we can't blame Playmaji for the things that they're trying to do when even these major companies who have a lot of pull to be able to have a large purchase power, I guess you could say, to be able to build and develop, or not develop, but to build and put these consoles together, these cars, these computers, they're all in the same boat. Playmaji is no different. So we need to be careful about how much blame we put on Playmaji. Yes, again, there has been those issues, and they are being very quiet about things, but again, they don't have a whole lot of news to be able to spread right now. They're kind of in the dark, I'm sure, as well. But needless to say, you guys, keep the hope. It is still coming. Let me see what this says here. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at your comments after I just want to kind of talk about a few of those things that have been on my mind today. Yeah. Oh, I mean, as far as the capture software, I think what I need to do it may have something to do with me needing to do a reset. I am also rendering video right now. This video has been rendering since before I went to bed last night. I think about 8 o'clock, and it's still rendering. Problem is, I have about an 8 hour stream of footage that I am trying to speed up. Right now, this is going to put it down to about 40 minutes worth for a video that I'm putting together. But anyways, that might be part of my problem right now, and I'm sure it might have a lot to do with it, to be honest. But yeah, I'll have to get with Saru and see what he's wearing. Oh, speaking of Saru, I'm wearing his hat today. This is the first time that I've worn this hat since it's a white hat, of course. I generally don't like wearing white hats because I'm afraid at how dirty they're going to get. Plus, there's only I think two of these hats that Saru actually made. So anyways, representing the FX Unit Yuki right now. Yeah, Mad Little Pixels. Yeah, no, I know. In these consoles, like I said, they have been shipped out, and they shipped some out in February. Not everybody was able to get it, but I'm glad you told me it was Mad Little Pixel, because I couldn't remember who it was that had mentioned, who's been on my channel, that said that they also have a console. But yeah, 20,000 units. That is going to be a very insane number to be able to hit. I'm going to launch this while I'm talking. Um, but the Polymega, does it use the semiconductors? I don't know. My guess is that it probably does. I'd have to find out what kind of processor they even have in there. I couldn't say for sure. But yeah, the 2023, that's the number I heard. I also heard, I can't remember which company it was, but another company said that they're looking at maybe 6 months for the chip shortage. But another article that I read, exactly the same thing that you said, it's going to be 2023. Now, if my game audio is too loud, please let me know, because I'm going to try to do some adjusting in that. But like I said, this is going to be a little bit awkward today, but I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I have been in the mood to play some FX Unit Yuki for a little while here now. It's been a long time since I played this game, since I got the urge to play. I don't even remember what's in the option. Since I've gotten the urge to play some TurboGrafx games today, I figure this would be one of the best games to kind of start out with. I did test this one out. Well, now I'm not hearing the issue. I think I was having some audio issues coming from the Polymega. I figured it was the game itself. Maybe it wasn't, though. Anyways, FX Unit Yuki. It's been a very long time. I've actually done lots of videos on this, and I absolutely love this game. Saru and his team did a great job. I mean, it is obvious that it's let me turn this down a smidge more. It is obvious that it is like a homebrew game, of course, but outside of that, it's a game that I feel was put together rather well. You got your music all the way up to some really good platforming stages. Now, there is some platforming in it that is kind of questionable, but for their first game, I'd say it's quite the success. As far as, again, this one not being in the database, like Kenneth, you're mentioning there, I lose out on the ability to do my save states here or even do screenshots. So that is kind of a pain in the butt. Eventually, this game will be put into the database once they get their online service available for their downloadable games and such. And then this CD of mine, of course, will work just fine. But yeah, that's basically all you lose, and for the most part, that's really not that big of a deal. But when it comes to RPGs, that's going to be a huge deal. Missing out on some of that stuff. Thought I was going to be able to clear that. Yeah, so I won't be able to save the game. I won't be able to install it. Um, Now there was talk. This was quite a while back. We were talking about, well, is there a way that you could still add the ability to have state saves with games that are not in the database? And Playmagic did say that it is possible to do that. So I'm hoping that they do add that feature to it. This, again, going back to the Tengen, my rant on those, I think the Tengen games for the NES need to be added to the database. Um, they're not on the database, but if there was a way that you could still play them, obviously right now I can play them with that hack that's available, being able to do a ROM swap. But in future updates, the ROM swap hack to play ROMs has been removed from the system. So that's a little disappointing. But at the same time, I understand from their point of view, since they're wanting to also be able to sell games, and it's hard to sell a game if all you have to do is go on the internet and download it, and be able to play it directly. And I may end up saying this more than once, but I love the music in this game. Every single time I hear one of these songs when Saru, is doing something on his channel, or I also have the soundtrack that I purchased from Garbled Waves. Anytime I just hear the music, it gets me in the mood to play the game. But it's, again, been a very long time since I played this game, so we'll see how far I can even play into it here. Can't hear it? All right, I'm going to try. Let me know if you can hear that, and that my voice can still be heard as well. Now, there is going to be a slight delay on the audio lag because of that issue that I was having. I'm just trying to do a quick workaround right now. Otherwise, I would have had to delay the stream even longer. But let me know if you can hear the audio okay as well as my voice. Yeah, the audio definitely, as far as on the Polymega itself, when I was just testing this game out, the music sounded really weird. I don't know what was going on. While I was dealing with the other technical difficulties just moments ago, the Polymega actually ejected this game by itself. I'm not sure exactly how that happened unless I accidentally initiated it. But the music on the game sounds a lot better now. Sounds good? All right, perfect. Oh, crud. Now, this game is very difficult to play if you don't have a TurboGrafx controller. I learned, because I was trying to play this back when the only controller I had was the wireless Playmagic controller, or even the Saturn controller for that matter. You do kind of need to have turbos for this game, I feel anyways. especially when you get into the Castlevania style game or stage. Um, but this Super Nintendo controller that I talk up all the time has been doing a great job in simulating some of those things for me. I'm actually doing a lot better than I expected at this point. Yes, they do give you ideas as far as what some of the fixes are and that sort of thing. If I remember correctly, right now they are working on the second update. So basically, I think mine is the 1.07. They've already have a 1.08, and they're working on 1.09. But they haven't actually pushed 8 to us or 9 to us as of yet. But I think they're kind of holding back on some of those until we get closer to when the system's actually going to get released. Hey, Ring Fit Master. Oh, man, Ring Fit. That's awesome. I haven't played Ring Fit myself as of yet. My wife, she plays that one all the time, and my son absolutely loves it. He's too young to really kind of play video games yet, but he tries to play with my wife when she plays. He goes and gets one of his little toys and pretends that it's a ring and does the motions with her. It's kind of cute. But yeah, welcome to the stream here. Hopefully I don't have trouble on this stage because, again, I haven't played this in a while. And this is one of the stages that I will have trouble on the Polymega, especially since I have no way of being able to do my little cheat that I like doing. We'll see what happens, though. I love this part in the music. It's beautiful. Huh. That one didn't have any item in it. That's weird. I'm sorry for lack of commentary at the moment. A lot of times in stages like this, when I have to concentrate a lot, I'll be pretty quiet. That one didn't have any item in it either. Maybe it's because I already have max weapon. Oh, you just ordered this game recently? Awesome, dude. Yeah, I love it. I've got the Genesis version as well as the Dreamcast version. The TurboGrafx version is actually my favorite out of all of them. I do want to get the PC version when that comes out as well, mainly because I've heard that that's kind of the definitive version. Oh, dang it. All right. See, when he's going up and down, not like right now where he's bouncing, but where he was just on the right side of the screen going up and down, what I used to utilize is hitting the pause button over and over so that I could avoid those shots a lot easier. That's what I mean by cheat. But I can't do that on the Polymega because if I'm moving up and I hit start, it pulls up the game media screen there. They signed it for you, dude. I should have thought about that. Maybe I should send mine back to Saru and say, hey, you guys, you need to sign my copy too. Nah, Saru's a cool dude though. I can't wait for their next game. I hope to be able to hear some stuff on it soon, but I'm always excited for new homebrew stuff. Alright, so for this stage, I do know I need to have my turbo turned on. A rewind feature would be awesome. I know with the rewind feature that they had in Mega Man, I absolutely love that. Oh, crud. No wonder I'm having an issue. Alright, let me get my... Ha! That was a cool glitch. Alright. Well, this turbo controller does not work well with what I'm trying to do here. But it looks like I should be okay. As long as I get the timing alright. Oh, crud. Good. I'm good. Yeah, I haven't talked to Saru in a while concerning the new stuff, but I know they have been working at it. Mega Man, actually, that's one of the videos that I was thinking about doing recently. Of course, right now I've got 3 videos in the works. I just need to finish one of them and start getting some of them out. But going back to the original Mega Man games, even the portable Mega Man games, I want to go through and kind of do my own ranking on them just to kind of see what you guys think as far as Mega Man goes, as well as kind of show you where I stand as far as where I am, where the games are that I feel anyways. Oh, that's not good. Dang it. See, on something like that, I wish my invincibility would last for a little bit so I can get off those spikes without it being an instant death like that, but it is what it is. But yeah, kind of doing a game ranking kind of thing, ranking Mega Man 1 through 11, which games I felt were the best. Mega Man 1 is a very hard game to get into, especially today. If you don't have any nostalgia for that game, that's going to be a hard one to get into and play. You know, actually, what was it? Mega Man 9. I love how they use that ugly art, just to kind of go with that theme. Going back to Mega Man 1 with the ugly art. Yeah, man, not a problem there, GameCube Galaxy. Uh, I enjoy it. I enjoy being able to do the streams. I enjoy just being able to play the Polymega in general. So to be able to kind of share that with you guys is, oh, dang it, is also fun too. All right, I'm in a pickle here. There we go. Now, I released a video here. There's actually a glitch where I can come up on top of that over here and actually get into an area that you're not supposed to be able to get into. If you haven't seen that video, try to go back and see if you can find it. It was rather interesting, kind of like a hidden stage that they didn't even realize was there. But trying to navigate through it was really difficult because you're doing so blindly. When I was searching all over for the hidden level, I had accidentally found that one day. All right, now this will definitely be interesting. This was one of the bosses that gave me the most problems when I was originally going through and playing it, so we'll see if I can beat him without getting killed here. Oh, really? Yeah, no, not a problem. You know, zombies. Oh goodness gracious! Listen to that. That was a glitch. Zombies ate my neighbors. I've only played that game like once, so I'm sure I'd probably get my butt whooped. Ah, crud. If I even tried going back and playing it, but yeah, I guess it must be a hard game. All right, he's waiting for me. Ah, I knew he was going to do that. Fakes me out. All right, now I should be, I think, in the gold here. Come on. You're not going to get me to do it this time. There we go. I got lucky, I think, there. You know, it's funny. Yeah, I mean, the end boss, he gave me some trouble too, but once I had figured out kind of how to deal with him, it wasn't so bad. Hey, Sniper. Welcome, man. Oh, I can skip past that. I forgot. Now, this is another stage that has quite a few glitches in it that I absolutely love. And For anyone who knows me, I absolutely love being able to go through and find glitches or things that aren't supposed to be there in games. So I had a lot of fun hunting stuff like that down in this game. Whoa, okay. I don't remember those guys being there. It's been a long time since I played it, though, so... Dang it. Come on. Oh, crud. I'm in trouble. Oh, good. I thought that was going to continue. Come on. Here's a fun little glitch that I found. I'm dead, but I'm still alive. Jump! Dang it. Since I haven't played it for a while, maybe I shouldn't mess around with some of those kind of things. I don't have quite the confidence that I used to when playing this game, that's for sure. Is this the one I'm supposed to go down on? Okay, no, it's not. Oh, was it? Oh, no, here it is. You know, the funny thing about Mega Man Legends, oh, hi, Pee-wee. Sorry, I didn't see you there. The NES packs, oh my gosh. Dude, here's the problem. I only found that one game that I'm working. I'm really upset about that. I mean, of course, I think that's probably one of the best ones. Well, Zelda, I really want to get, to be able to play. But no, I could not get anywhere with those NES packs. It was so frustrating. No matter what I did, I couldn't get any of them to work. Reading some documentation, it turns out that the NES packs, some emulator it worked, some versions it wouldn't, and I think it's just one of those things where it's just not compatible with certain things. So anyways, I haven't been very successful with it, no. I was hoping to be able to do an NES stream today with those packs, but obviously, so it didn't work out so well. I still thank you nonetheless for, letting me know about that, because that Metroid game is amazing. But I am very upset that it didn't work. Yeah, also, Ring Fit Master, going back to what you were asking there about Mega Man Legends. I was not a fan of Mega Man Legends. I originally had it, on the N64. And I just thought they were bad games. When they announced Mega Man Legends 3, I was very excited about it. I was wanting to give that a shot. It looked great. Yes, I was excited. And then when it ended up getting canceled, It sucked. I don't know why they did that. I wish they would still go back and still release it. Or they got into the development of it, but it would be nice to see it again someday. Mega Man 11, I absolutely love. I was not a huge fan at first, especially when they showed the trailer for it. I thought it looked horrible. I was so upset that they were going away from the sprite-based system, but after getting a chance to play it, and I fell in love with it. Some of the stages are a bit long, and I think really kind of does not fit in with Mega Man. But once I got used to the cog system that they have, the speed system, I I fell right back in love with it. So yeah, it was a great game. Mighty Number Nine, eh. I do like the Number Nine that they released on the Switch that had a throwback that looked more like an 8-bit game. That was a fun Mighty Nine game. But the Mighty Nine game, the first Mighty Nine game that was released, was complete garbage. And yeah, Kenneth, hard to say, man. Um, I don't know how many of the initial orders that they got out of the 20,000. I hate this jump. This done something different here. Ah, almost got it. There we go. So it's hard to say. As far as the batches of 5,000, I hope that's not the case. I mean, that may have been the initial batch because of what they had available to do at that time. The company that they have that are creating these and assembling, I'm sure they probably had something worked into the contract so they don't get inundated too much. Oh, wait a minute. Go back, go back. Fred, maybe I can still do it. Yeah, there we go. But I hope the next batch is going to be a higher batch, but I am worried with everything that's going on in the world exactly how that's going to play out. Yeah, definitely Pee Wee. The Metroid is definitely I think one of the best ones that I did find of the HD remakes were. Can you hear me? Did that do it? Testing, testing, 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like we might be back. Wait, can you hear me? Did that do it? Okay, well, I have lost my camera, but we're gonna go ahead and at least continue. My goodness, that was messed up. But I guess what do you got to do? I don't remember where I was at there. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm just reading back through the comments to see what we were even talking about then. Mega Man Legends, as far as, yeah, you're exactly right. I don't know if you're still here, Ring Fit, or not, but the controlling on Mega Man 9 was awful. I mean, the way Mega Man would turn, it looked like, he just went to the proctologist or something, the way he walked. I hated it so much. And then when Mega Man X tried to kind of follow suit, what was that, X7, I want to say, where they tried doing 3D. Oh, it was awful, dude. Now, this is a pretty cool stage. It does have some issues. I mean, the stage itself is way too long. Ooh, crap. I gotta be careful about that. And this is also one of the stages that, of course, I get silent while playing. Oh my gosh, I am getting my butt whooped. I need some health badly. Come on. Okay, well, I got a power up. That might help a little bit, but I need health still. Only got 1 hit left. Come on, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me some health. Come on, dude. Yes. Oh, no, that's power. I thought that was the health. Dang, nabbit. I mean, power-ups are good and all, but come on, yo. Crap. Come on, come on. Hold on a second. Let me get these pumped up. My fingers are getting tired already. That's another thing that's wrong with this stage. Even though I've got, especially on the TurboGrafx, you still have the auto fire, but or rapid fire, but you still have to hold down the buttons. In this case, I'm using the controller that actually has auto fire on it, so I don't need to even worry about the thumb pain that comes with that. Come on, give me some health. Should have gotten some health by now. Alright, this time around, give me health. Have mercy on me. Yes! Thank you. now my phone's giving me alerts that we've got a storm on the way. I wonder if that had anything to do with the quick outage that we just had here. Well, I guess we'll find out if we get any more outages. So just real quick, who all do I have in here still? I see there are 4 viewers. Wow, actually, one of those viewers is me. I'm on the wrong screen at the moment, so we got 3 viewers in here. Those little faces on the stomachs, those are so funny. I wonder if the chat's not reconnecting, so I haven't seen anyone say anything since I had the issues. So if you're typing anything in there, for some reason I'm not seeing it. I'm going to refresh my page here. Okay, now I'm starting to, I refreshed the page and I do see you guys talking, so that whole time that you were talking, I didn't even know. Give me 1 second here. Oh man, I hope you can't smell me. All right. Okay, that's where we are at. Thank you so much, Kenneth. Yeah. As far as movement in the Discord, I was talking about that without realizing that the internet had even gone down. As far as official movement, no, there really isn't. Even unofficial movement, there's not a whole lot. There have been a few bits and pieces here and there where we chat every once in a while. For the most part, the Discord has kind of gone dead again, and that happens. Every once in a while we'll find a new glitch or something like that that needs to be addressed, and that gets posted. But those are even few and far between at this point, because I think a lot of them, we've probably already found. But as far as Playmaji coming out and talking to us, letting us know what's going on, no, we're really not hearing anything right now. By the way, if you are having trouble with the chat not working for you, um, maybe if you're on an app, restart the app, or if you're on a like a Roku or something like that, try restarting the app on there as well. That seemed to work for me on my desktop, so I'm able to see all of your chat stuff again. Interesting. Playing this on the Polymega, I can actually make out some of the changes of color in the sprites a little bit more than I could when I was playing this on a CRT back in the day. I mean, it's not really all that surprising, but still interesting. Look at this. Now they're just giving me tons of energy. All right. Finally nearing the end of this stage now. Now, I remember the boss on this stage is really difficult. I was playing this game in the hardest setting, and this is as far as I could get is up to this boss. This boss was impossible on the insane level. I mean, not to mention the majority of this game is pretty impossible on the insane setting. Okay, so let me see. Pocket and Miko. Yeah, that's an interesting thing to bring up too. The Pocket and the Miko being delayed again, same reasons that all the other companies are running into as far as a problem. Um, my upload speed's like 100 and some megabytes, so that shouldn't be a problem. But I hear the rain coming down outside now, so I know I might be running into some problems there. Ah. Yeah, this boss is difficult. I think most of the time that I can actually beat this boss without losing a life all comes down to luck. Oh yeah, uh, Bonk on the NES. Oh man, that one is worth so much now. It's insane. I do remember I used to have Bonk on the Game Boy. I never had it on the NES, but I did play it on the Game Boy a lot. Um, Have I found any Super NES or PS1 games that just didn't work at all? Well, again, aside from Tengen, no, I haven't run into that. Of course, I have a lot less NES games and SNES games that I do than other consoles. I think I have some 80 NES games, I think, on here, somewhere around there, and around 50 Super Nintendo games. But no, I haven't really had any problem with them, except unless, of course, it was a reproduction cartridge or something like that. But that's understandable. FX Unit I almost said FX Unit worth it. Yes, FX Unit Yuki is worth it. I absolutely love this game. You can even go back into some of my old videos from about 3 years ago that I was talking this game up like crazy. It's not for everybody, and a lot of people have problems with it who have never even played the game. But I enjoy playing it a lot. As a matter of fact, I was so obsessed with it back in the day that... Oh, crud. Hold on. I was so obsessed with it. I mean, I was literally playing this game daily, trying to, do speed runs on it, trying to get better at the game. Ah, come on, dude. Oh, he committed Harry Carry. I do suggest, of course, I've never played, again, the PC version of it. I am expecting that one to be, crud, really good. But I can't speak out of experience with that. The Genesis version is probably my least favorite version, but the TurboGrafx one is my favorite out of all of them so far. Dang. Hopefully, I'm not going to run into any issues here, but this stage was a pretty difficult stage to begin with, and I'm already showing that I'm having some issues with it, so... Oof, duh. What? I guess you can't kill those with the cars with the blast. I thought you could. I forgot how to fight this guy. Oh, there we go. Now he's starting to do it. Alright. Atari Jaguar, dude. What was it? Neo Geo. I think that's the one that I was teasing him about. Um, get him to do it for the Neo Geo CD, dude. That would be awesome. I mean, after he gets it on the PC, it'd be a lot easier to release it on some of those other consoles, but I can't see it happening for obvious reasons. Oh, dang, he blasted me pretty good. Come on, dude. Ah, no. You know, the nice thing about this stage is, well, they do it a lot with a lot of the stages, but being able to replenish your energy when you go into a new area. This game would be intense or extremely brutal if they didn't give you some of that energy back. Come on. Oh, dang. Okay, that's not good. I probably should have just kept going instead of trying to kill that guy. Well, not quite sure yet as far as what games I'm going to get next. I am trying to, that's one of the videos that I have kind of on the back burner that I've been working on that have just been taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. But trying to kind of give you an update on some of the newer games that I got. Oh, crap. Run. But this past month I've actually gotten quite a few games. It's probably more than I should have actually gotten, and I've actually spent a lot on my Sega Master System as well, even though that's not supported by the Polymega yet. Do I find it? Yes, I do find another one of those. Come on. But yeah, I got mostly a couple of Genesis game. I think it was was it a bunch of NES or a bunch of Super NES? See, now I don't even remember offhand. Forgot how to get through this stage. Come on, charge up that shot. Let's go. Hey, Shiro. Welcome late to the party. Crap. Ah. Ah. No! Alright, well, I definitely won't be able to do a no continue, or one credit clear, whatever you want to call it. Come on, dude. Get out of there. Shiro was just frozen in time there. That was insane. Alright, so let me get caught up here real quick. Yeah, I really wish, as far as games these days go, that they would actually finish the game before releasing it. I mean, I understand the ability of being able to actually update and fix bugs and that sort of thing, but yeah, too many companies do rush their games out just to get it out, get that quick buck, and then worry about getting them fixed later on. Part of the charm that I find in this game is the glitches. Yep, that's going to be another death. Kenneth, what's this now? N64 digital by Pixel FX. What's going on there? I haven't heard this yet. Oh, are you talking about the clone console? You know, I I do want to get it. I am actually holding off a little bit, hoping that the Polymega is going to get a module for the N64. But I'll probably end up getting both, to be honest. I'm gonna try to still beat this, even though I've only got 2 lives left. Go up! Come on, dude. Problem there was I used the charge shot. I forgot that you should never use the charge shot in here in this area. Hey, yeah. Mm, that was a tight squeeze, as with many of these sometimes are. God dang, nabbit. What the? The randomness of some of those attacks, my goodness. Oh, so it's an HDMI mod, really? Dude, if you have a link, do you mind dropping it real quick? Yeah, because I might get in on that. I love my N64. I don't like playing it on modern TVs. And unfortunately, I don't have a CRT anymore. Cyberpunk, by the way, Ring Fit Master is one of the games that I really want to give a shot sometime. Again, I'm into glitches, so it doesn't really bother me too much as far as that stuff goes. As a matter of fact, the whole reason I bought Heavy Rain for the PS3 was because of the glitches in the game. Ah, dang. Oh man, I can't remember how many times I have to hit him. I used to actually count so I knew exactly when he was going to be switching forms and different things. That made me jump. He dashed towards me, and I freaked out thinking that I was going to get hit. Oh, of course, instead I get hit there. I think it's 16. 16 hits? 18 hits? Something like that. Of course, I haven't been counting now, so it doesn't even matter. Or was it 23? I don't know, man. Alright, so, let's see if I can remember how to do this. I'm definitely not doing very well here. Ah! This is going to be a tight squeeze. Ah, come on. Oh, come on. He's not changing much up, is he? There we go. Ha! I should be able to do it. Oh! Oh! That... Oh! I thought that meant I still had one life left. Oh my gosh. That stinks. Alright, well, I'll do it again anyways. The 2019 orders, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, but I highly doubt it. I guess Kenneth had mentioned that he had heard from somewhere that they had around 20,000 orders. Oh, crud. And I just don't think that that's probably the case. But if they can get all their ducks in a row with getting the chips and everything that they need to continue these batches just rolling out, I mean, I think they'll be good. But it's just a matter of all this COVID backlash stuff that's kind of hanging on to everything these days. That was close. I really do like the way this area looks with all the layers of scrolling. Honestly, I don't know how they did that. I didn't think the TurboGrafx could have that many layers of scrolling. Of course, they could be doing some trickery there. Hey, Ring Fit. As far as your choice on that, I completely understand. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. The mess that kind of went down with Walmart is really too bad. I actually live in Walmart's backyard here, where their corporate offices are at and everything. And I actually have a really good working relationship with Walmart. I don't know exactly what went down. I mean, I know the stories of what went down. Whether or not that actually is the case, I don't know. But I do think it sucks. I mean, it sucks for Playmaji as well because they absolutely could have used, I guess you could say, a partner in Walmart, considering how huge Walmart is. Um, but when they lost Walmart, I think that is a huge loss for them. Um, and then when Walmart, kind of said, "All right, forget it," I understand it from their point of view too. Well, then again, Playmagia was the one I think that first mentioned the pullout on that. Ah, went right into that mess. Oh. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that I put all the blame on Apple in that case, but I mean, Apple they definitely have a lot of pull when it comes to the chip shortages. But with it all stems back to COVID, really. I guess I need to stop going after these guys with reckless abandonment. I'm not really even paying attention to which one is moving and which one's not. But now we got down to one. It should be a little bit easier to keep track of. Dang. Blast me in the face. Alright, good. Whoa, Nelly. Two. Three. Come on. Four. Oh, that was a bad choice. See, I'm just trying to rush through it since I have enough lives that I know I can spare. But I think it would behoove me to actually slow down and take it at a normal pace anyways. Come on, dude. Wow, he's hitting me a lot more this time. Maybe I'm supposed to face this way. Okay, there we go. That's a weird glitch that's happening. Hopefully they can get that fixed before this game gets released on the Polymega. Tired of hearing that noise. Oh no, it's going to continue doing it too. Oh, that sucks. This is the first time that I've actually fully played through the game since I got the Polymega. Um, so anyways, Okay, I'm gonna have to kill that. There's no way I can sit there and listen to that. If you do want to see the ending, I've got it on one of my other videos too. Yeah, there's one place that makes it in China, I believe, and then they're shipped off to this plant in Myanmar where they then assemble it at a German-owned company, from what I understand. What do I got that might be fun TurboGrafx wise here, or even PC Engine? Let me go to PC Engine here. You know, I can't play this game with the Super Nintendo pad. It acts as a 2-button controller instead of a 6-button, which is disappointing. That means I'd have to swap out modules and stuff to play some Street Fighter, so I'll skip that. Have I done Dracula X anytime recently on the stream? No, I do not think that just one place makes an assemble. I mean, there probably are obviously in the world, but it's as far as Polymega goes, no. The parts are created in one factory and then shipped to another for assembly. I do not have any of the Tomb Raider games actually. I never was a fan of Tomb Raider, so that was a hard one for me to even try to get into. The longest pre-order? Well, let's see. My longest pre-order, which I know is probably never going to happen. Now, there was a game called, oh, not Sunset Riders. What is it called? Space Riders? Oh, crap. I can't remember the name of it now. A game that was supposed to be released on the TurboGrafx that I bought into about 9 years ago, and their Kickstarter eventually went completely silent. They never even came out and said, "Oh, by the way, we're not doing this now," or anything like that. Oh my gosh, it was so upsetting because it was looking good too, but you know, with Kickstarters, it is really kind of hit or miss. I've done quite a few Kickstarters. As a matter of fact, when I was playing FX Unit Yuki, that obviously was a Kickstarter. That's how I had first found out about Saru and his crew going on with the games and things that they're doing. And I backed it. I almost did not. I'm glad I did, but I almost didn't back it because I was worried that another situation like this was going to be, it was going to be years down the road and nothing was ever going to happen. But yeah, I found a friend in Saru after that, so that I'm very glad that one came through. Yeah, Tomb Raider. Much like what I was talking to you guys about a while ago with the Mega Man Legends, the same problem that I had with Tomb Raider is the same problem that I had with Mega Man Legends. It's the way the character moves around. I hated it. It looked like she had been to the proctologist. The way she walks about, and then when she starts running, she seems fine. But anyways, yeah, I was not a fan whatsoever. Let's see, name entry. Let's go ahead. I don't know how many of you guys have actually played this game before. Whoops, wrong one. But this is a fun game. I think I got my copy for about $100 many years ago. But after playing it on the PSP, I knew I was going to be playing this game quite a bit. Tank controls, yeah. Well, see, in tank controls, I did not mind in Resident Evil. I loved Resident Evil. I loved the way it controlled, and people complained about the tank controls all the time in that, but I had no problem with it. I don't know. Tomb Raider just was not a fun game to me. Then again, I didn't like Solid Snake. Is that what it was called? The first one on the PlayStation. I didn't like that game either. I didn't like the Grand Theft Auto games. My wife's cousin, well, she was my girlfriend or possibly fiance at the time, I'm not sure when, but I remember him telling me how awesome this Grand Theft Auto game was, and I just absolutely hated it. When some of the other games came out, like Driver 2, I loved those. And then, of course, getting into Grand Theft Auto 3, that's the way that game should be. I love playing that. Yeah, it wasn't a Kickstarter. It was more of a crowdfunder, is what it would actually be called. They were trying to play it up to be something that was not a crowdfunder. But the way they had it organized, it essentially was still a crowdfunder. I don't know if they had the money already at that point, or if they were still needing, technically, backers to make it a reality. But yeah, it was a crowdfunder. This game has some beautiful sprite work, especially for an 8-bit console. Well, it's hard to say. I mean, the CPU is an 8-bit CPU, but it has a coprocessor. With the graphics processor is 16-bit, I believe. It definitely was worlds better than the NES, back in the day. So PC Engine, kind of getting a foothold in Japan. I really wish they would have done better in the US. The N64, I'm trying to think if there was any games on there that had tank controls outside of Resident Evil 2. I don't think there was. Oh, forgot about that guy. There are so many branching paths in this game. It's awesome. Oh, man. I guess that's one of the things that really kind of kept me playing this a little bit longer, is trying to find all the different hidden paths. I probably can't even tell you where most of them are now, but... Okay, and then little things like this. So I had not played this game until after playing Symphony of the Night, of course. So seeing this creature from, I think they had this one in Symphony of the Night. At least I know they had it in, what was that one called? Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. Pretty sure that one was also in Circle of the Moon. Yeah, I have a hard time, trusting Kickstarters these days, except for the few people that I have had experiences with that I know are safe. Replatronics, for instance. Is it Replatronics? New Wave Toys. I think that's what they're called. The ones that did the Replicades. I've gotten all the Replicades since those were released. Except I found out that they did a Kickstarter for one of their arcade cabinets that I unfortunately missed out on. They usually do order extra, so I'm not too worried about it. But 1942 is going to be released, and I'm going to try to get my hands on that one as well. But I love the Replatronics. Saru, again, him, I'll definitely back his projects again because I completely trust him. Ah, crud. Ah. Oh, come on, dude. Die. Die! That'd be awful if he actually beat me. Ah! And he did. I almost walked right off that edge. I was actually looking at my screen trying to take a look at the chat. No, I don't think Playmagi's out of money. If they were out of money, they would have, you know, obviously probably been gone a while ago already. Nightmare Creatures. Now that sounds familiar. I can't. Ooh, crud. I can't recall what it is though. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I almost had an image in my head of it too. Too close. Oh my gosh. I hope I don't have another repeat of what happened last time. Ah, crap. Alright, not good. Oh, man. It's been a long time since I've played this game. Never played a PS1 game start to finish? Wow. Interesting. Yeah, back in the day, of course, I was mostly a Nintendo backer, but when the Saturn was out, my brother, you know, he was a big Sega guy. He bought the Saturn, and then the PlayStation came out, so I naturally had to get the PlayStation. I was huge into PlayStation. I'm not as excited about it as I used to be. I mean, there are some games on there that I still really enjoy playing quite a bit, of course. But there are just so many games on other consoles that I prefer more to play than PlayStation games. Dang, dude. Um, but but yeah, I do enjoy quite a few of the PlayStation games still. Dang, that took way too long. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh man, I mean, yeah, the Polymega is a humongous value. You know, I like to be able to play my consoles on modern TVs. I mean, as you know, most people do. If you want to do that with your original hardware, you need to have you know, converters, or you need to have mods done to all of the consoles, or you need to purchase these NT systems that are just super expensive. What is it, like $500 per console? No, thank you. I don't have that kind of money. But the Polymega, it's a great value for what you're getting. Oh, that would have been nice to watch him just fall down that hole. No! Go away. Now, one of these I can fall down. I just don't remember which one, because most of them fall to water. Oh, no! Oh, well, hey, that's the one. Oh, man! I looked away again. I don't know what I was doing there. Dang. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Yeah, fishy, fishy. I don't even remember where this is taking me, to be honest. I just remember that it could be done. I do remember this stage on the PSP game. If I remember correctly, there was a secret up there in the PSP one, or was that? I'm trying to remember, to unlock like the older game. Dang it, stupid bats! Oh, you can still do it though. Okay, so it still does something in this game. Oh, the item screen, yes. Oh, crud. Super Castlevania 4. You know, that's a toss up. I am a huge fan of Super Castlevania 4. As a matter of fact, while I was playing this, I was actually trying to do the Super Castlevania 4 whip. Dang, dude. Ah, yeah, I am not long for this world. Let me see. Super Castlevania, Castlevania 3. What else here? I mean, I like Simon's Quest. I'm a huge fan of the Metroidvania style games. Dang, that stupid. Let me see, what else? I thought that was a free life. Maybe they took it away. None of the 3D Castlevania games did I like. Castlevania X on the Super Nintendo was total crap. It tried to be like this. I mean, it was like this game, but yet it was different. It was really weird. The last boss was really stupid. Come on. Get down here. I'm hit. Symphony of the Night is another great Castlevania game, obviously. Funny thing is, I actually hated Symphony of the Night when it had first come out. It wasn't until after until I got a chance to play the Game Boy Circle in the Moon that I actually got interested in Symphony of the Night. Oh man. Yeah, that's the problem with this game is you have to be able to know what's coming up, and I haven't played this for so long that it's no good. Yeah. Dracula X, supposed to be the Rondo. Yeah, it failed horribly. I remember I was at a video store and I saw it sitting on the shelf for rent. I'm like, where did this game come from? I had never heard of this one. It's on the Super Nintendo, so of course I rented it and obviously was let down quite quickly on that one. Rondo and Symphony of the Night. Yeah, I'd probably have to agree with that statement. They definitely are some of the best when it comes to that kind of thing. Excuse me, I just got a. Oh, okay. Let me see. Portrait of Ruin was that the 3D one on the PS2? I don't remember what Portrait of Ruin was. My brain is kind of blocking that one out right now. I'm sorry. I'm kind of going. Oh my gosh, should I play some? No, I don't want to put you guys through the Keith Courage. I love playing that game, but I don't want you to have to sit through that. That's a hard one for some people to even watch, but for me, when I see it, it's something that I enjoy just kind of sitting and remembering the nostalgia of everything back in the day. The DS game, okay, Portrait of Ruin. Oh, was that the first one on the DS? Okay, so not the mirror one. I think that was 3DS. But yeah, the DS Castlevania games, I liked those. I don't own them anymore, unfortunately. But you know what? Let's do some Ninja Spirit. Silent Debuggers, you want me to switch over to that? All right, I'll come back to Ninja Spirit. I actually don't have a whole lot of experience playing this one. I have a bunch of portables. Actually, portables is where most of my gaming happens. Aside from the Polymega, that is. I'm going to be doing a video on my Game Boy Advance. I just recently did the IPS hack to it. And oh my gosh, I am in love with the Game Boy again. Or Game Boy Advance, should I say. Which does include Game Boy, obviously. Oh my gosh, Ring Fit Master, yes! I do remember that. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Wow. Yeah, you know, now I remember why I haven't played this one that much. Whoa. 'Cause I did not know what to do in this game. That's what happened. Whoops. This kind of reminds me, I guess, of like Super Spy or something like that, or even the mazes in Contra. Obviously, these are a lot more in depth. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, dude. I'm just going in circles, aren't I? Head for the outer block, that's where the monsters hide. So that sensor going off is probably telling me there's monsters in the area? You know what? I'm going to go back, follow that sensor again. Oh, there we go. Did I kill it? Dang, up close, that sprite looked awesome. What's going on? Oh, am I getting hit from behind? Wow, dude. Oh, crud. Okay. Well, that's that. When I finally got to fight some monsters, that was actually pretty cool. But I got my butt whooped. Wow, dude. All right, let's go back to a game that I do know. All right, well, thanks for stopping by for the stream, and you take care. Have a good day at work, man. This definitely is a different kind of style of game from, you know, like, what do you call it? Ninja Gaiden. But I really enjoy this game. Although, of course, it's a lot easier than Ninja Gaiden. If I remember correctly, the part that gets me the most is at the very last area, or the very last stage, leading up to the last boss, even in this game. I mean, there are problems sometimes that come up before that. Forgot that I have rapid fire. I'm going to have to try the arcade version of this again. I don't really remember a whole lot about it. As a matter of fact, I remember being surprised that there was an arcade version of this, since I had played it, of course, originally on the TurboGrafx. You know, here's a question for you guys. What was, I guess, your most memorable video game console that you had, you know, going back either into your youth or even up to current age? Which one just really kind of, when you think about video games, what one is it that stands out the most to you? You know, when I think back, I mean, obviously there's several consoles throughout my lifetime that really stand out. Um, for ones that I owned before I was an adult, I think TurboGrafx probably is one of those for me. I mean, I had so many good times playing this, and so few people that I knew. Actually, I don't know if I knew anyone who owned a TurboGrafx, with exception to the one person that my brother had traded his TurboGrafx to. Oh, dang it! That my brother traded a TurboGrafx to. Since he traded it over to him, I guess that makes sense why, you know, he would obviously have a TurboGrafx. But it was interesting. Neo Geo would probably be, oh crap, would be the second most. Although again, I didn't get that one until I was an adult, so I don't know if I can count that with what I'm doing here. How's the Polymega treating me? Very good. Absolutely loving the Polymega as usual. As far as Mister, I actually have no experience whatsoever on the Mister. The Mister is more of a mystery to me. Okay, yeah, that was pretty poor. Oh, come on, don't kill me again. There we go. I mean, I've seen it, but I don't really know a whole lot about it. But the Polymega, you know, I definitely can't complain. I absolutely love playing it. Odyssey 2, well, that's an interesting one. You know, that's another system that I've never really gotten a chance to play much of. Ah, dang it, I couldn't. Actually, I never played the Odyssey 2. I had the Odyssey. I had a bunch of Odyssey stuff at one point. But again, that wasn't until I was an adult, more out of curiosity than anything. No! Oh! I thought that was invincibility. Dang, it's been a long time since I played this game. Unbelievable. Thinking I'm Sonic the Hedgehog or Mario, just go rushing through him. It doesn't work that way. So that's... Oh, crud. I think there's another samurai coming up. Oh, dang. Wow. Okay, this is a little bit harder than I remember it being. Wow. I'm just out of practice on a lot of these. Let's see here. Oh, Eric. Dude, I didn't even notice you were in here. How's it going, man? Nice to see you again. Oh my gosh. All right, so for those of you who may just be watching, especially later on, Eric is talking here about some updates, bug fixes, UI improvements. Okay, now I find that hard to believe because the UI is already pretty sweet. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to be doing with the improvements on that. And the rollouts in preparation for the light gun. Okay, that really excites me, especially I've been looking into a lot of light gun stuff lately since the House of the Dead announcement. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so excited for that. Let me see here. Component shortages, and I was just talking about that a little bit today too. Trying to get people to understand there, Eric, that these chip shortages and all the things that are going on in the world today right now. This is people are blaming you guys for not having these things out the door yet. And I know you got those 5,000 that are coming in here pretty soon, but things are going to be a little bit more difficult, especially as we go forward right now. The chip shortages are hurting many companies, car companies, appliance companies, video game companies, pretty much you name it. If it's got a chip in it, there are delays. So it's one of those things that you don't have a whole lot of control over. The Famicom disk system, I mean, that would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I can understand that being a difficult thing for you guys being able to support. Um, and I'll probably say your name wrong, and I completely apologize. Is it Kjell or Kjell? Anyways, my thoughts on collecting for the Polymega. I'm a collector, and I have not as many as some people do, but I've got about 800, 900 games, something like that, on my Polymega right now, and I don't want to get rid of any of them. As a matter of fact, I'm actually amassing even more games. and games that I hope that the Polymega supports at some point, such as the Sega Master System. As a matter of fact, just yesterday, I ordered another Master System game from eBay, Captain Silver. If any of you happen to know anything about Master System games, but I'm a gamer. I like playing games. I like collecting games. I'm not one to collect a game just to watch it sit on a shelf. But I also don't want to get rid of my games. What happens, in the future? Let's say my hard drive fails on me or something like that, and I need to go ahead and get a new hard drive. I won't be able to back those games up if I get rid of them. So I'd much rather hang on to them than to get rid of them after putting them on the Polymega. Oh, man. See, that's what happens. Oh, dang! That's what happens when I try to read comments. Yeah, I mean, Kenneth, I mean, I understand where you're coming from on that, but at the same time, if you think about it, how difficult or how easy, would it be to support something like the disk system? I mean, that's a lot of mechanical stuff going on in there. I don't know how they would be able to do that. They can't just resource those things out like they could have done, 30 years ago. I'm hoping, as far as Polymega 2 goes, if something like that ever should even come to be, I'm hoping that it is more of just being able to upgrade the current Polymega, since we do already know that it is possible to upgrade the actual what do you call it, processor on it. Man, out of the Splatterhouse games, I think this one is still my favorite. Again, just like many things, though, that might be nostalgia talking. I do have a copy on a reproduction of Splatterhouse Chrome. I think I've talked to you guys about it before, but if you've seen my video, I did a couple of videos on Splatterhouse Chrome. It's a hack of this game that makes the game even harder. But that was a fun game to try to have to figure out and get through, especially when trying to do a one credit clear on it. Oh. Oh, I can't use turbo on this one. The Super Nintendo controller makes the turbo go too fast, and this game does not like that. Ah. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. being able to trim space that the games take up. Yeah, I understand that. I actually went out and purchased a new bin the other day so I can start putting my Master System and Genesis games somewhere else because I've run out of drawers in this room. I don't have the room for shelving like some people. Dang nabbit, that some people have. But I've got room under my bed, so I can buy these storage units and kind of put them in that, put them underneath the bed, and just slide it out when I need something. Yeah, and Eric, I mean that makes sense. The the being able to source materials to be able to add a disk drive in would be insane. Now, I am obviously interested in like a Sega Master System module. I know you guys probably your plans are probably looking more towards a what do you call it, like a converter. But to be able to see something that would also be able to support the card games would be really awesome. Now, I know, what was there, maybe only about 20 card games out there, and most of the card games weren't spectacular anyways. But just being able to have Master System by itself would be really cool. The Atari VCS launch. I thought they launched already. I'm just, of course, half joking about that. I know they did send a few consoles out to people, but I am not a fan of the Atari VCS. When I first saw it, it was something that I came real close to backing, but since I already had the Polymega on order, if I believe that was back when I still had the before or after the Polymega had been ordered. I don't remember. I'm sorry, my brain is not functioning quite properly at the moment. But I do remember thinking that, well, the chances of them ever actually doing something with that are going to be probably pretty slim. Um, it looked good. I liked the way the mock-up of the console looked, but I knew it was going to be nothing but pretty much a sham. Atari had been, or not necessarily Atari proper, but the company that has been using the Atari names have been making all sorts of scams for a while. Didn't they have like an Atari watch or something too that you could play games on? Collect up, man. I mean, games are probably only going to get even more expensive as time goes on. So if you find some good deals, pick those games up. Man, that's what I've been doing. And I know even some of the games that are a little bit more pricier that I really want, I probably need to jump on before it's too late. Ah, Yeah, I'd like to actually try one of those misters out myself, but after getting my hands on the Polymega, it does seem kind of pointless. I definitely don't want to take the time to put the money into it. Yes, yes, dude, I am so up on that too, Eric. As far as the Polymega merchandise, such as T-shirts and whatever, I go around, especially to like classic gaming stores. We've got like 5 or 6 of them in this area, and I talk to them about the Polymega, and it's pretty amazing to find out how many people don't know about the Polymega. I mean, especially if you work in a classic video game store, you should probably know what a Polymega is by now. But I don't know. Being able to have some T-shirts, some hats, that sort of thing, man, I'd be a Polymega poster boy walking around wearing that stuff. Dang it. Ah. A Polymega bowling shirt? Nice. Well, if you ever decide you want to get rid of that, let me know. Oh, that was almost bad. Yeah, well, and not only that, Kel. I'm sorry if I am butchering your name, but you know, and I've talked about this before. When you throw a ROM on a handheld or throw a ROM on a PC or whatever you might be playing that ROM on, even on actual hardware with some of those whatever those ever drives, that sort of thing. You don't own it, so you don't really have any sort of feeling like, hey, this is mine. So I don't feel like I have to play the game anymore. So you just have a bunch of games that laying around, most of them that you don't even really care about. So they just sit there and go to waste. When it comes to the games that I purchase, I don't buy every game that I come across. It has to be something that compels me. Even with my stupid solitaire game that I bought for the Super Nintendo several weeks back, I never knew that a solitaire game existed for the Super Nintendo, so I bought it. And that's the only reason I bought it. Oh, dang, I wasn't paying attention. But if I'm to have a game just to have a game seems pointless. Oh, crud. No. Yeah, it would be nice to see you guys out there. You know, I really do. I got to find one of our local stores that would be interested in, you know, having me come out someday and bring the Polymega for people to check out. But so far, the majority of the managers, they don't even know what the Polymega is, and they don't really even care. So I got to really get talking to one of them and see if they'd be interested in me coming in on a Saturday and kind of showing it off to customers. Now, there was one store manager that said that they knew about the Polymega, but because of the price point, they didn't think it was something that they were going to carry anyways. So he didn't really want me coming in with it. But if I brought it to them and tried selling it to me, I bet they would buy it. Not that I'm going to do that, obviously, because I would be without my Polymega. They'd probably also only give me $100 for it, seeing as though they're in the business to make money. I wouldn't even worry about E3. When I was working for GameStop many years ago, there were some of my store managers who, you know, got to go do like the E3 thing and some of that other stuff. You know, it was pretty awesome because they had their way paid for them. But the real fun comes in more with the homegrown kind of I don't even know what they call them, like the retro expos and things like that. But the E3, honestly, that stuff doesn't even really interest me. Yeah, that PlayStation, that would have been something to see. I'm about dead here. Well, yeah, I mean, Kenneth, speaking of that, an email, you know, went out recently with, I was talking about Replitronics not too long ago. An email went out recently where they were talking about that. I don't know if they're going to end up raising the price on the next, the 1942 cabinet because of the price of components going up. You know, they've had this price for ever since they started making these things, but now that these prices are so just expensive, you know, I don't know if it's going to be possible for them to do it as cheap as they were doing it. Not to mention all the other companies that are dealing with this stuff nowadays. Oh my gosh, my brain is so fried. I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes right now. Ugh. This has got to be one of the most disgusting stages in a video game ever. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I'm definitely not passing this stage. You know what? Might as well take the hit. Dang, come on, man. Come on. Ah! I hate not having rapid fire. This is what he does with rapid fire. He just sits there with his arm cocked. It's funny, most of the stages, when you die, you get to fight the boss like right away. But in this stage, they make you go back through the stage. I mean, obviously, it is a very short stage, so it's not too surprising. But it is odd. I'm not going to do it. No! Come on. No, get off of me, dude. Ah! He responds so slowly. Sorry, I'm just reading through some of the comments now here. Oh, man, yeah. Sorry, looking... the, man... Saru, you know, with all the videos that he was doing, I was getting so excited about the Polymega, being able to kind of watch and see the Polymega in action, especially like that first week when he was playing it every night. Dude, I was there all the time watching that stuff. I guess I got a question there for you, Eric. Too. Have you heard any changes at all as far as the deals that are going on in Myanmar with them getting that stuff shipped out, or is it kind of still the same point, just still kind of sitting and waiting around, or have you heard anything from them about it? Possibly leaving the region and headed off to California. Do you guys? Yeah, I don't always get into being able to see Saru's videos all the time anymore, mainly because of my schedule and the time difference between us. But I try to get in there as often as I can. Yeah, but have you by chance heard um, if if things are still moving around? Because you had mentioned that there was like 5,000 units that are basically just ready for shipping. If I'm not mistaken, that's what you had said. Um, I mean, are you still kind of sitting on the same information right now? Just waiting for customs to get that cleared out so the systems get sent to you guys. Oh crud! I think I need. Do I need the moon moss before coming in here? It's been way too long since I played this game. Okay, so I do need the moon moss. Ah. All right. I can't even remember where the moon moss is hidden. Unless I just did just all of a sudden. I'm gonna go check. Well, 3 weeks is really not bad. I mean, of course, then there's time that's on you guys for having to get packages packaged and everything. And I know you guys are probably running on a very low staff. I mean, obviously, I don't really know, but I've always assumed that you don't have a huge team working for you. My idea that's kind of been in my head is that you may have maybe about 10 people max. I mean, obviously, let me know if I'm way off base on that. I don't know if you can even tell us, but I've always just assumed that there weren't very many people working for you guys and trying to do a huge shipment like that. I'm assuming you can maybe bring in some extra people to try to help out when you do have those shipment times that come through. Okay, where I thought the moon moss was at, I was completely wrong. The moon moss actually may be in one of the other worlds, but in a dark area? I don't remember. Oh my gosh. I guess I'll have to probably look this one up on the internet because I have a feeling. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. No! All right, fine. Go ahead and save it then. You know, I think that's the first time that I've actually used the internal filing cabinet on the Polymega. I've just gotten so used to being able to. Oh, see, is this it? No, this was something else, wasn't it? Yeah, so I just gotten so used to using state saves. There's really no point in using the uh, internal game saves when it comes to TurboGrafx stuff. Nope, I have no idea where I'm going. Alright, let me get back to the goddess or whoever that person is so I can save this since I've collected so much money. Ooh, speaking of that, nice. No, I didn't want to do a new one. And while Eric is also answering that question, you know, Kenneth, I thought I'd also just add that, you know, people, and that's one of the things that I had someone commenting on today, uh, the lag on the Polymega, making it into this big issue. But I don't even notice any lag. Now, of course, if we measure it, we can actually find the lag in the console. But if you do the same thing even when you're using real hardware, there's going to be those moments of lag. It kind of just comes with the territory. But being able to play these games on the Polymega, I have not run into any issues where the lag has ever become an issue. It feels like I'm playing these games on the proper hardware. Well, of course, that wasn't so much the fact when you're doing wireless controllers, but any of the wired controllers, you know, it seems perfect. Oh my gosh, Dragon's Curse. That was such a good game. Or, of course, Wonder Boy 3, however you want to look at it. I wish I could be playing some Phantasy Star right now. Like Phantasy Star 1, though. Ah. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading through some of the events that are going on here in the chat as well. Yeah, if you actually go through and are able to measure the lag between when you press a button and when the action happens on screen on an actual Super Nintendo or on a Sega Genesis, whatever the console may be, there's always going to be lag. Mainly because you still have that voltage that has to travel down the wire and go into the console and be recognized that a button's being pressed. But it happens so fast that it's pretty much impossible for someone to recognize with the naked eye. You can measure it using software, but it's not something that is readily going to be noticed. Yeah, I think the lowest that I saw when I was testing using the Sega CD was like right around 1 frame. It was less than 1 frame, but the majority of the time, the average test on it ended up being right around like 1 to 1.5 frame of lag, which is, again, it's, as a human being, you're not even going to notice that difference. Now, it is going to also depend on the TV that you're using. I have a very small TV that I use here. I don't know if that also matters or not. Oh man, I can't buy any of that. Almost 2 frames? Okay. Ah, come on. Get in there. Toku Gamer, yeah, that's a good question. I've been kind of wondering the same thing myself. I mean, the chances of a hardware, not hardware, I'm sorry, the chances of the hard drive going bad are pretty slim. I know it does happen, and especially the more you use it. I don't have a whole lot of experience with the M2s, but I do know with spinning hard drives, you have a much higher rate of failure, which is why I got to get my Plex server backed up. Oh, crud. I got to get my Plex server backed up because I know that those hard drives are going to fail at some point. Hopefully no time soon, but I need to do it anyways. It's taken so much time to get those backups of all my movies done. Ooh, that was a nice pickup. Ah. You get back here. Alright, gotta get caught up on the chat here again. A Polymega swap. Have kind of a like a convention of Polymega owners back like with what they used to do when the 3DS came out. Get a bunch of 3DS users together. Or was that the DS? I think it was 3DS. I don't remember. Where they would all get together and kind of share their information. Hey, Kenneth, speaking of that, since you asked the question, I actually have a copy of Beyond Shadowgate. Let me get out of here. So Beyond Shadowgate for the TurboGrafx CD. I wish my camera was back up and running and I'd show this to you, but the Polymega had no problem whatsoever getting Shadowgate working on the console. There's no problems when you play it or anything like that. But my disc has visual disc rot on it, and the Polymega still was able to read it and rip it without any problems. Now, I don't know if the disc rot might be in a spot where there's no data or exactly why, but it had no problem. So I guess there is a possibility that like PS1 games might also be able to be read. What's that? Yeah, why? Oh, did you? Okay. Well, I guess let me go ahead and just let you guys know I do have to get going here pretty quick. So I want to leave it open, of course, for those of you who are having those burning questions for Eric right now, and you want to ask him certain things of what's going on in the world of Playmaji. So we'll go ahead and do that. Actually, I'll just go ahead and type it in because it'll be quicker. Well, no, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll let you guys go ahead and ask your questions. And And Eric, again, thank you for dropping by. These you're probably, I don't know if you're set up as a subscriber to me, so you know when I'm going to be doing one of these videos or not. But I guess that's a good thing for me to add to all of you. If you're sitting in here right now and you are not signed up yet to be a subscriber, I'd like to ask you that go ahead and subscribe up. We just hit 500 subscribers a few days back, and I was I didn't think I would really be excited about 500 subscribers, but seeing how long as I've been doing YouTube, it's been, a very long time going just to get to 500 subscribers. So thank you all for those who are subscribed. I'm hoping that I'll also be able to get some videos out this week. I'm working on several of them right now, and one as I speak. It's still chugging away here, trying to render the video. I'm hoping that I don't run into any problems there, any crashes or anything on my computer. But if you haven't already subscribed, that's what I'm trying to get at. Please subscribe, and give me some likes. I'd like to be able to expand my horizons on the YouTube world. But let me go back to the questions here that may have been dropping. All right. I see. So yeah, that's kind of what I have to get going for too. They want me to grill out for dinner, so one of those things that's that's my job, I guess you could say. But real quick, Kenneth, there is, yes, a possibility that Dino Crisis will be able to install. Like I said, with Shadowgate, mine was able to install, and the there is a possibility, of course, that it may not be able to install. I do have some disks that I've had problems installing. I don't know if it's because of disk rot or exactly what. It's just you're gonna have to try it out when you get it, really. Dude, that would be pretty cool, actually, Kenneth. I like that idea. I mean, I don't know where you guys are at as far as security and that sort of thing, as far as if you even want to release your faces or not, if you've been having any problems with some of these creeps that are out there. I'm sure you've gotten your fill of hate mail, but that would be really kind of cool, especially if someone could even get out there who maybe lives near you and do documentary, maybe down the road after some things get a little bit better, get the console release and that sort of thing. Well, again, with my game that I have right here, Beyond Shadowgate, I've been able to play through the entire game. Now, of course, I didn't 100% it, so there is the chance that something that I might have missed might have glitched. But for the all of the CD games that I own, you would think that I would have run across a problem here or there, but I have not run into any problems at all with installed games. With as old as this media is getting and disk rot being a real thing. Um, so yes, I suppose there could be a possibility that you're going to get glitches from the install, but I doubt it. I don't know if Eric might be able to say more on that or not. I have. Actually, there's one game that I had purchased twice. One game that what game was it that I had trouble installing? It was a Sega CD game. Um, Dang, why can't I remember? I want to say it was Hook. I had trouble installing Hook, so I bought another copy, and then I was able to install it. Of course, some of those games are cheap enough that you can do that with. Um, but I would definitely hang on to games that have bad sectors. I would hate to sell it to somebody who maybe doesn't that is unexpecting, trying to buy this game and then it doesn't work for them either. Although my copy of Hook did work on the Sega CD without any problems, but it was wasn't working on the Polymega, so I did buy a second one. Yeah, I haven't messed with image burn as far as doing some of that before. I've heard of people doing that, but I've never taken the time to learn how to do that myself. Okay, awesome. I like to hear that. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I think I'm going to have to get signed off here. Again, appreciate it very much, Eric, you coming in and answering some questions again. And I appreciate all of you guys, especially when I ran into that problem where my internet decided to just completely crap out on me. Thanks for hanging around and sticking here and watching the stream. I definitely enjoy the chat. I wish I had a way if I had a Jesse with me too, so I could have someone that can read my screen as comments are coming through, so we can talk a little bit more and play games at the same time. But since it's just myself, we do what we can do, I guess. But thank you for dropping by, and again, guys, until next time, keep on gaming. Take care now.